Well, hello, everybody. Happy Stompy Mech Saturday. That's right, it's a Saturday where we're gonna play ourselves some Stompy Mechs. We're gonna read some Stompy Mech books, we're gonna stomp some Stompy Mech stomps, and we're gonna have ourselves some Stompy Mech fun. I was afraid I wasn't gonna be able to be on tonight because kids had a hockey game. But the hockey game was at 6, so I made it home in plenty of time. Happy, happy days. So, we're gonna get in here, we're gonna have ourselves a little bit of fun. I'm in the looking for group if anybody wants to get together and join in for some fun. But in the meantime, where their stats are based on me in real life, huh, Genetox? Unfortunately, they don't let me roll stats that low. I'm in a charisma of 2, strength of 1, intelligence, negative stats of intelligence. I mean, I don't know. Hey, Genetox, how are you tonight? Good to see you. It's an interesting idea, isn't it? And it gets you into, what do people really think about themselves as they put together what their stats would be. I cast manual breathing. I know. Do some of your weaknesses have to be your actual weaknesses? Yeah, we went for a jog, and my character who has asthma, has to stop midway through and isn't able to breathe. Endurance stat. No. The little things in life, right? The little things. If you could do 10 push-ups, so what if you're like a bodybuilder, or like, you do CrossFit or something and you can do like 60 push-ups? Does that put you at a strength stat of like, I mean, 18 is typically your max as a starting stat, but where would you be in, if you're in CrossFit kind of shape? Have everybody actually have to do tests to get their stats up there? Now, everybody starts with a 10 across the board, and you've developed some actual testing that everybody has to go across. So, okay, so for your agility stat, uh, you know, can you, stand on 1 foot for, for 30 seconds, gives you a +1. For a minute, gives you another +1. If you can do it, with, such and such, you can add additionals, and your wisdom stats and your intelligence, and actually have to take tests to get them. That would be kind of fun. I'm not sure what you do for Constitution. There you go. Constitution, you open up the fridge and just have to eat stuff. Last time you got sick?
Reactor online. Sensors online.
Interesting thoughts of ways to put it together.
All systems nominal.
Override engaged.
Running the stream tonight, sir?
I sure am. First match of the evening.
Okay. Well, hopefully it'll be a good one for you.
Hope so, but if not, hey, it'll just be a normal match.
Yeah, just call it a warm up. Call it a warm up.
Got to get that first match in before we can start Malicious Intent tonight by Michael Stackpole. Lava! Ah!
UAV activated.
Target spotted. Target spotted.
Oh no, they shoot it down my UAV.
Target spotted.
Of course, I'm wicked close range, so I gotta wait for them to all to get close. Hide in my cave.
Target spotted.
If you're kind of thick.
Target acquired.
Target spotted.
I gotta wait for big guys. Big guys, come on over here. I want your armor to hide behind.
New
Come on,
target.
big guys.
Sorry.
A Raven should not be able to have 3 ER large lasers on it.
Target spotted.
That's too much.
New target
Target spotted.
acquired.
Contestant on The Biggest Loser.
New target acquired.
Target spotted.
New target
Gosh, I
acquired.
can
Target
round up.
spotted. Target spotted. Need assistance.
New target acquired.
Target spotted.
New target
Target
acquired.
spotted. Need assistance. Spotted.
Destroyed. Critical damage. New target acquired.
Fuck. Ah, they managed to back show me.
The enemy has started to chip away at us. Stay frosty.
That fucking Raven needed to go. And so he did. Sigh. Let's try the hidden spider. All right, first ad break stops in about a minute and a half, and so we'll be able to start into malicious intent at that time. Because we always got to wait for that first ad break to be done before we start. Giggity. I like that. Can be knocked over by strong breezes. I, too, can be knocked over by strong breezes. Thank you very much. I guess it depends on how strong the breeze is. All right, looks like the first ad break is done, so let's go ahead and read ourselves some malicious intent. Chapter 14. Dropship Lobo Negro. Outbound from Wotan. Jade Falcon Occupation Zone. 10 January 3058. The cabin he'd been assigned aboard Lobo Negro as senior Khan of the Wolves felt to Vlad as if it still belonged to Ulrich Kerensky. He haunts this place. The Spartan furnishings, the scant few mementos of a life glorious in service to the clans, everything seemed to press in on him, but less because it reminded him of Ulrich than because it reminded him of what Ulrich had left him. As the wolves had headed out for the last battles in their war against the Jade Falcons, Ulrich had entrusted Vlad with the future of the clan. He bequeathed it to me. Vlad had told Ulrich that if the wolves lost and the Comstar truce were repudiated, he would take the wolves and race ahead of the other clans, taking Terra and fulfilling the whole purpose for the invasion in the first place. Ulrich had replied, "I think it would be best for all if you die here with me today." And I almost did, as did our clan. At the time he spoke, Ulrich knew Vlad could never have succeeded in such a plan. He had seen the troop strengths of the remaining wolf units. Whole battle clusters had been wiped out. Galaxies were filled with broken mechs and mangled pilots. Many of the best and brightest had fallen, especially those who espoused Crusader views, while others had followed Khan Felon into the inner sphere and took 10% of our warriors with them. Let's get ready for our mech warrior battle.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems normal.
Override engaged.
Affirmative.
I am a hidden spider.
Target spotted. Target spotted. Target spotted. Target spotted. Target
UAV
spotted.
activated.
Target spotted. Target spotted.
Fuel at 25%. Fuel at 0%.
Target spotted. Target spotted.
Try not to knock over trees.
Sorry, game
Target
pressure map
spotted.
start. Back.
Target spotted. Target spotted.
One touch blackjack, thank you.
Target spotted. Target spotted.
UAV activated.
Target spotted. Target spotted.
Swear to God, it's like as a stealth, I am always the easiest fucking target to see. I don't get it. See, look at this. I mean, are you fucking kidding me? I don't get it. Other people play stealth mechs and you couldn't find them to save anything. I play a stealth mech and it's like I have a fucking beacon above my head. Swear to God, it's going to be one of those nights, isn't it? Ulrich's intention had obviously been to form a clan colony within the inner sphere. Just as obviously, he'd intended to leave a shattered clan behind. Ulrich had believed that Vlad would take the survivors and follow Felon into the realm of the enemy. The dominant wolves would be wardens, and would be opposing the clans from without rather than within. Ulrich's jihad against the Jade Falcons had been very successful, but the price had been grievous. The numbers had begun to trickle in from the bits and pieces of units scattered all along the attack corridors Ulrich and Natasha Kerensky had used to devastate the Jade Falcons. At best, a galaxy and a half of combat-ready wolves existed, and that was only if Vlad suffered the indignity of counting Solama bandit hunters as line units. The paucity of warriors left to his clan recalled to mind Marta Pride's comments to him. In such a weakened condition, Clan Wolf would be a logical target for a true trial of absorption. The fact that Ulrich's war had been mostly waged on Jade Falcon planets meant that the wolf holdings in the occupation zone were quite attractive. If Vlad could not defend them, other clans would take those worlds, leaving no hope of the wolves ever becoming dominant again. Vlad walked around Ulrich's desk and sat in the canvas campaign chair from which he had been lectured on so many occasions. It was too much to expect that Ulrich's wisdom would be inherited by whoever took his place. Even so, something about the spare surroundings seemed to help Vlad sort out and organize his thoughts. His first problem seemed very clear. He needed to rebuild the Wolf Warrior caste to fill the void left by the dead or defected. Though many of the most promising Sibcos had gone into exile with Felon, enough of the sibling companies remained to guarantee a future supply of warriors. Expanding the breeding program would create more Sibcos, and screening the current Sibcos for precocious warriors would get some new blood into mechs more quickly. Recalling warriors who were training Sibcos to active duty would hurt the training programs in the short term, but he needed bodies quickly. The possibility of adopting likely candidates from the clan's lower castes into the warrior caste occurred to him, but Vlad almost rejected it out of hand. He had a warrior's distrust of and distaste for the martial abilities of anyone, any free birth, born outside the clan's breeding program. The fact that Felon had been a free birth heightened his hatred for freeborns, but he stopped short of allowing emotions to close an avenue of opportunity for him. I need bodies. The obvious place from which to pull reinforcement for his line units was from the various units garrisoning worlds the wolves had conquered. But doing that would mean losing control of those planets, unless he could find troop replacements. Much as he disliked the idea, Vlad realized he would have to start recruiting from the lower castes in massive numbers to release his best warriors for use in his line units. Override engaged.
Override engaged.
Hello, hello. I hope you're all doing well on this fine day.
Affirmative. Target spotted.
Target acquired.
Target spotted.
New target acquired.
Target spotted.
New target acquired.
Target spotted. Target spotted. Target
New
spotted.
target
Target spotted.
acquired.
Target spotted.
New target acquired. New target acquired. New target
Target
acquired.
spotted. Target spotted.
New target acquired. New target
Target spotted.
acquired.
Target spotted. Target spotted. Target spotted.
New target acquired.
Target spotted.
New target acquired.
Target spotted.
There's one back in Echo 5, watch back.
Target spotted.
There's two back there. A rifleman and Warhammer.
Target spotted. Target spotted. Target spotted. Target spotted. Target spotted. Target spotted. Target spotted.
Bounty hunter both side torches.
Target destroyed.
Target spotted.
Enemy forces at 75%.
Target spotted. Target spotted.
Target acquired. Target destroyed. New target acquired. New
Target
target
spotted.
acquired. Target destroyed. New target
Target spotted.
acquired.
Target spotted.
Yay, an actual decent mat.
Affirmative.
Delta, Delta.
Looks like only
Victor.
half of the enemies remain.
Victor dead.
New target acquired.
Target spotted. Target spotted.
Also critical damage.
Target spotted.
Level critical. New target acquired.
The enemy has started to chip away at us. Stay frosty.
Target destroyed. New target acquired.
Target spotted.
Yeah, the back.
Target destroyed.
The glory of your triumph.
Yay! I winded in one. Woo! Do 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 do. There, I feel better now. Actually managed to play somewhat halfway, somewhat decently. Such things can be done. All that would help the wolves recover a year or two from now. But Vlad's second problem demanded an immediate solution. When the Grand Council met again, some clan or another would request a trial of absorption directed at the wolves. Such trials have been granted only twice in the past, because in all the other cases, the weakened clan had been able to muster a show of defiance that impressed the other clans enough to buy them time. To sit back and prepare to defend his holdings would only invite assault, no matter how costly it might be for the attacking clan. We are warriors. To be passive is to deserve absorption. Though preparing to defend his holdings would make the absorbing clan pay dearly, as the Widowmakers had done with the wolves long ago, his efforts would not stop the wolves from vanishing for all time. Vlad realized that boldness was the only real hope of preserving his clan. He had to gather what few military assets he had and strike out at another clan. And he would have to hit hard so his prey would have no doubt the wolves still had very sharp teeth. He would also have to wound their honor enough that they would bid hard to win the right to a trial of absorption. If he chose his target well, they might even bid away too much to win the right to absorb the wolves, then be unable to conquer him. The choice of target was crucial, and he knew it. He also knew it had to be one of the invading clans. The other clans, by dint of the fact that they had not won the right to invade, were really beneath his notice. To prey on any of them might even be interpreted as a sign of weakness. The clan he attacked must be haughty and full of itself. The Jade Falcons immediately came to mind, especially as the shame of Hagira still burned in his heart. But he rejected the idea most instantly because the strike against the Falcons would only further weaken both clans. Though Vlad had no love for the Falcons, they would not be the most inviting target for absorption. The other clan that filled the bill had the added benefit of being another old foe of the wolves. The Smoke Jaguars and the wolves had been rivals almost from the start, and the fact that a wolf had replaced a Smoke Jaguar as Ilkhan still ate at the Jaguars. More important, the Smoke Jaguars were solidly tied up fighting against the Draconis Combine, so they would be in a poor position to strike back at him. And a strike against them would remind Lincoln Osis that I am his peer, not someone he can command. The fact that the Ghost Bear occupation zone lay between the wolves and the Smoke Jaguars also worked in Vlad's favor. He would not tell the bears what he was going to do until after it was done. They would protest, but the bears and the wolves had been allies for as long as the wolves and the jaguars had hated each other. Though Vlad might have to make some concession to them, the bears would fight against a Smoke Jaguar incursion into their space.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
Override engaged.
Override
Hey, Vega.
engaged.
The surface clean of any enemy.
Hello.
How are you tonight?
Doing good so far.
Well, that's good.
We have taken Sigma. Gamma is theirs.
Gamma is scared. Is theirs.
Let's go to the right.
Kappa has fallen. Resource point Epsilon is ours.
How many are on Kappa can you see?
Just saw one.
Target spotted.
Okay, make that
Yeah.
two. Cataphract and Shadow Cats.
Keep drawing them in.
Yeah, there's a hole in the ground. Yep.
Target acquired.
It's like reversing. Oh, dip it down. Wait a second. Target spotted.
Kappa is under control.
Target spotted.
The enemy has captured Epsilon.
Oh, fuck! I took 67 fucking points of damage and died.
You and your spider.
No, I was in a warthog.
Target spotted.
Okay.
Instantly cored in the back by a freaking small laser crusader.
New target acquired.
Good kill, good kill.
Yeah. Oh, that'll do it.
They are a quarter of the
New
way
target
there.
acquired.
So wait, tonight's been going already.
New target acquired.
I was fighting against another crusader with a couple of my people, and the guy just shows up out of nowhere and goes, boop, dead. Sir Arminius, you are the weakest link. Goodbye. It's just a little bit funny. They're killing my mechs. I'm coming right now to join up with you now. Let's see. I'm going to get into... no, you know what? I'm going to go with a peanut butter. Peanut butter. Ready whenever you're ready.
I hit the ready button.
Fantastic. And you launched us. The Jaguars would be honor-bound to demand the right to absorb the wolves. Others would dispute that right because allowing the Jaguars to absorb the wolves would result in joining two of the most powerful clans. That would make the outcome of the invasion a foregone conclusion, and none of the other clans wanted to see the Smoke Jaguars elevated over them. Vlad smiled to himself. The Smoke Jaguars it shall be, then. Is that what you would have done, Ulrich? Vlad did not really believe in shades of the dead speaking to the living, but the heavy silence of the cabin seemed its own answer. Then, without objection, here and now begins the rebirth of the wolves. The goal from which you shied, Ulrich, is now mine to realize. Chapter 15. Comstar Military Headquarters, Sandhurst Military Academy, Berkshire, British Isles, Terra, 20 January 3058. Presenter Lisa Koenig-Kober grunted with the impact of the panels against her back as her quick draw jetted up into the air on an argent trident of fire. Though she was seated in a simulator at Sandhurst Military Academy, while the rest of the Terran Defense Force and the 21st Centauri Lancers were using simulators in the complex at Salina, Kansas, the experience felt as real to her as if she were back in battle on Tukayid. Had she stabbed her feet down that forcefully on the jump jet pedals in combat, inertia would have jammed her down hard into her command couch, and the panels in the back of the simulator's couch reminded her of that fact in the most firm manner possible. But now, a mech warrior battle, brought to you by battle mechs, fighting each other. Big Stompy mechs. Did you make it back into Tier 4 yet?
I'm getting closer. Not yet. Though, probably playing with you, I won't be getting closer. But
Well, let's see how it goes.
Online.
yeah, sometimes it goes my way.
Weapons online. All systems nominal.
Override engaged.
Command, eliminate all enemies, no matter the cost.
Someday I should try playing this game sober.
You'd be like, oh my god, look how responsive the mechs are. Lasers actually shoot where you aim them. I don't understand.
Man, I haven't started at that spot forever.
Yeah, right? I literally looked at it, I was like, where the hell am I?
Yeah, that's what I was like. Wait, what?
It appears like they might be heading towards the tunnel. Yep, heading towards the tunnel. Definitely not heading towards the saddle.
Target spotted. Target spotted. Target
Cougar is about smoking my back.
Target spotted. Target spotted. Target spotted. Target spotted. We're experiencing some losses. Don't get sloppy out there. Target spotted. Target spotted.
Push, guys. Half the team is in after me.
Target spotted. Target spotted.
You might have to actually go low.
Target
I
spotted.
don't want to though.
Timberwolf Howl in C4D5.
Activated.
25% of the enemies are eliminated. We've lost half our
Shit.
force. We can't lose any more soldiers.
New target acquired.
We've taken critical losses. We need you to pull through.
72 points of damage. I'm telling you, my lights are just absolutely just dying
Acquired.
in one shots tonight.
New target acquired.
I'm gonna have to move into something heavier because this is just getting ridiculous. When I'm repeatedly taking under 100 points of damage and dying, that's just not right. Hey, Dark Berserker. Yeah, right?
Can anyone read?
I mean, multiple matches now. Under 100 points of damage. They're just instant tapping me. Well, heavier mechs it is. Sometimes that's just the way it is.
Yep.
I mean, Thursday when I played, light mechs running great. Tonight, not a light mech night for me, I guess. So let's see. Let's go really heavy for a little bit. To the Thunderbolt Cyclops. Ready. Her battle mech shot skyward as the ground beneath it exploded. A rising fireball toasted her mech's legs, but the auxiliary monitor showed no damage. There's a miracle. Had I stayed down, that salvo of long-range missiles would have ripped me to pieces. Even though the damage would have all been in the form of zeros and ones in the memory of a computer, she wanted to avoid it as much as if it were exacted in blood and bone. The salvo had come from the far side of a line of hills. She knew a company of the Lancers had to be dug in on the reverse slope, but prior to cloud scraping, she'd had no clue where they were located. As her quick draw reached the apex of its jump, she saw the irregular trench gouged out of the earth, and as much as it spelled trouble for her command, she knew there was a more immediate danger to her people. They have a spotter calling in missile strikes by the archers and catapults in that ditch. Where? She punched her holographic image of the battlefield over from magnetic resonance scanning to ultraviolet. Two tiny lines, dark against the gold of the grassy prairie, met at a point further out along the foot of the hills. The spotter, using an ultraviolet laser, had marked her mech, then used another UVL to relay the targeting data to the mechs waiting to ambush her people. TDEF-1 to all units. Alpha Company, lay down suppressive LRM fire in and around grid coordinate 323455. Beta and Gamma Companies, turn to heading 37.5. Spread and move to speed. They're beyond the rise. Feathering the jump jet pedals, Lisa brought her quick draw to ground about 100 meters in front of where she'd been before. Her mech squatted as the thick Meimer bundles absorbed the force of the landing. As it straightened back up to its 10-meter height, her Alpha Company's LRMs arced up overhead. A kilometer down range, they obliterated the target grid sector and all 8 that touched it.
Sensors online. Weapons.
And now back to a mech warrior battle.
All systems nominal.
Override engaged.
Override engaged.
Capture and hold the resources.
I'll get it so you can keep going forward.
Get in your way.
Unless you really want the extra points.
Enemy forces have Sigma. We have Gamma.
Yeah, Dark Berserker. See, I'm, in general, a light pilot. It's what I like to run. I'm good at it. But some nights, it just doesn't work for me. I like lights. I like mediums. I don't like assaults as much. I like the mobility.
They've taken Epsilon.
Now, that said, I don't mind, getting into assaults and heavies every once in a while. One of my favorite mechs is a heavy. I like my night gear. And we'll see how
Target acquired.
how the evening progresses and what I decide to do in the long run, but
New target acquired.
sometimes you just got to adjust, right?
Well, now we know where a good portion
New
of them are.
target acquired. New target acquired.
Target spotted. Target spotted.
New target acquired.
Wolfpack down low B4, guys. Please help.
Target spotted.
New target
spotted.
acquired.
Target spotted.
How is he shooting me through there?
New target
Target
acquired.
spotted.
Ouch. That did not go very well.
The enemy is at 25%.
New target acquired.
Target spotted. We've already gained a quarter of the resources. Keep it
Oh.
up.
missiles hit me.
Missiles? Dark Circle, that is about right. It does explain the sanity level, which is remarkably low.
Target spotted.
New target acquired. New target acquired.
Resource point Beta is ours. Target
Out
spotted.
of bounds.
Oop.
New target acquired. Target destroyed.
Target
New
spotted.
target acquired. Target destroyed. Warning, incoming missile. Target acquired. New target acquired. Warning, incoming missile.
I'm gonna have that
New
shot.
target acquired. Shut down. Center torso critical damage. Right torso critical.
I shouldn't have accidentally fallen down below. That frickin' I think it was a Nova Cat could just fire down on me. Or no, it was another Cyclops.
Right arm.
Halfway to victory. We need to keep holding on to our resource points. The enemy has capped enough resources. We've failed.
So many missiles flying around.
Mhm.
Do. Hey, if I keep up like this, maybe I can drop out of tier 1. Woohoo!
I think it'll take more than one night of bad matches for you.
Oh, it will. It absolutely will. The computer created a firestorm over where the Lancer spotter had been. Beta and Gamma companies were already charging across the open area toward the hills, and Alpha Company had begun to follow them. Alpha would hang back and direct suppressive fire at Lancer targets as Beta and Gamma requested it, providing an umbrella beneath which the Striker and Close Assault companies in one battalion could operate most effectively. Now that's the way a unit is supposed to work. She brought her quick draw up to 40 kph, switched her display back to Vislight, and started to follow Gamma Company as it cut around the end of the hills to flank the Lancers. Fear began to knot in her belly, but it wasn't the same dread she'd experienced when facing the clans. That had been almost crippling, but she'd fought through it because the clans had to be stopped. Back then, the fear had been born of death and failure. Now, embarrassment gave it birth. The 21st Centauri Lancers had been performing very well in their orientation exercises. The results hadn't bothered her at first, largely because the Percenter Marshal had lately begun rotating green troops into the Terran Defense Force from Tukayid. She'd put the dismal performance of the Comguard units down to fatigue from the travel to Terra, plus the fact that many commanders were still becoming familiar with their new personnel. Things still weren't going well for her people, hence her decision to join them in a series of exercises. In this, the third operation she'd participated in, her troops had begun to perform at levels she'd expect from the ComGuard units. In the first two, they'd been tentative, but they were following the lead of their commanders who, in turn, were uneasy about being watched by their boss. The Lancers had dealt with them rather handily in those engagements. Lisa came around the hill and found a valley full of fire and smoke. Gamma Company had broken itself down into a trio of mech lances that poured fire into the Lancer position. The mercenaries, well dug in, took fire from Beta Company as it came over the rise, and Gamma as it came in on the flank, which gave them far too many targets to ever fight off effectively. Scarlet laser darts burned into the head of a Lancer Crusader. Then a PPC's blue beam impaled the cockpit viewport. The Cyclopean mech pitched backward as the computers cut off all input from the pilot's simulator pod. Black smoke billowed up from the ruined face as the Crusader smashed into a flat-headed Thunderbolt, and both of them went down. To her right, a ComGuard Centurion reeled back from the Lancer line. The armor had been stripped from both legs, and the left one had lost everything below the knee. The pilot fought valiantly to keep the 50-ton mech upright. A half-dozen short-range missiles plowed into its damaged back, blasting away armor. The added destruction and explosions were enough to knock the Centurion forward, sending it crashing down unceremoniously on its face. Here we go to lose our mechs.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons
I'm going up top.
online. All systems nominal.
Override engaged.
Override engaged.
Hey.
What with my being in a Cyclops and all, and it being, a Lerm boat. Or it being a Thunderbolt? Thunderboat?
Weather.
It was fun. We actually had Matt Novacat join us on Thursday.
Yeah, he was on last night too.
Yeah, he's never on Thursdays, though. He had a tooth pulled.
Right, yeah. He was still feeling it yesterday.
Acquired.
Target spotted. Target spotted.
New target acquired. New target
Target spotted.
acquired. New target acquired. Heat level critical. New target acquired.
Wow.
Ah, shit.
Base is being captured.
Just fell off.
New target acquired.
Base already getting capped.
Yep.
New target acquired. Base is being captured.
Target spotted.
What the hell is hitting me?
Got too fucking close to the edge and fell off. Again, why I like maneuverable mechs.
Yeah, he
Acquired.
died.
Jesus, I didn't like no damage.
They had a lot of AMS out there, it seemed.
Yeah, like a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Much are
New
pushing up
target
top.
acquired. Target destroyed.
Let me back a minute.
Target acquired. New target acquired.
Target spotted.
New target acquired. New target acquired.
Kit Fox with 3 laser AMS up above. That's not helping.
Spotted.
New target
spotted.
acquired.
Target spotted.
Heat level critical. Override shutdown. Target destroyed. New target
Target
acquired.
spotted. Target spotted. Target spotted. Target spotted. Target spotted.
Target destroyed. New target acquired. Heat
Target
sink
spotted.
destroyed. New target acquired.
Target spotted.
Heat level critical.
Target spotted.
Target destroyed.
Target spotted.
Target acquired. New
Target
target
spotted.
acquired.
And it's laser AMS, so I can't even count on it running out of freaking ammo.
Target destroyed.
Target spotted.
Not that it much matters. We're going to win this one.
Target spotted. Target spotted. Target spotted.
Target destroyed.
Yay! Now I can get out of this stupid learn boat. I mean, I could have gotten out of the learn boat anytime I wanted to because, you know, I am a pilot with, you know, the ability to do whatever the hell I want. But I'm just a mech whose intentions are good. Oh Lord, please don't let me be misunderstood. All right. Let's go for something else big and fun.
Oh, Matt.
Speaking of big and fun. Oh, he didn't jump into chat with us.
Nah, for whatever reason, on his computer, Discord takes forever for him to get in. But it's like he had to have seen us in a group. Could have just joined us. Or maybe he just wanted to play at least one match by himself.
Who knows?
Which I don't really blame him.
Lisa stepped her quick draw into the breach created by the mech's destruction. Catching a glimpse of the Wolverine that had finished it off, she dropped the red crosshairs onto its broad silhouette. As the targeting cross went green, she triggered her 2 medium lasers and let loose with her one-shot SRM launcher. The ruby lasers sliced chunks of armor from the Wolverine's right thigh and flank. Spiraling in on the Lancer mech, 2 of the missiles hit one each of the mech's arms, another its left knee joint, and the last slammed into the Wolverine's cockpit. That last missile, which flaked armor from the mech's head, caused more trouble than damage as the pilot shied and the Wolverine took a step back. Lisa winced. On a head hit, the simulator pods tended to shake a pilot around like a bug in a jar. She kept her crosshairs on the Wolverine and fired again, without giving the pilot any chance to recover. Lisa knew that even though her quick draw massed 5 tons more than the Wolverine, she was undergunned and under-armored for a slugging match at this range. The spears of laser light boiled armor off the Wolverine's left arm and flank, but she didn't like the way her shots had scattered all over the target. Though she'd begun to nibble away at the armor in half-dozen spots, only being able to employ 2 medium lasers meant she'd be all day picking the mech apart. The Wolverine settled back on its heels, but managed to bring its weapons to bear. The ball turret on the mech's head whipped around, and the pilot launched a salvo of scarlet energy needles from the pulse laser, blasting the Quick Draw's SRM launch pod to smithereens. Warning sirens sounded in the cockpit, and the auxiliary monitor showed damage to the midline armor on the mech's chest. Pressing the attack, the Wolverine's pistol-like autocannon lipped flame and spat out a hail of projectiles that chipped armor from the Quick Draw's arm. Its left shoulder SRM launcher blossomed fire as it spat out a half-dozen missiles. All 6 hit, peppering the Quick Draw's torso and left arm with a chain of explosions. And now to a mech warrior battle.
Reactor online.
Let's see what I have in this Fafnir. I don't remember.
Weapons online. All systems nominal.
Ah, I have what I was hoping I did. Override engaged. Three medium pulse lasers and 2 heavy Gauss.
Which way we going on?
To the left.
I prefer down the center, but because they never seem to expect that.
Target acquired.
Target spotted.
To target Alpha.
Target spotted.
I got him targeted, but I'm too far away to do anything.
New target acquired. Right torso critical damage. New target acquired. Destroyed. Cross ammo destroyed. Right arm destroyed. Torso destroyed.
Yep, I'm down. Because nobody went to the left with me. Alright, I'll be back. I gotta take a quick bio break.
Acquired.
Okay.
Target spotted.
New target acquired. New target acquired.
Target spotted. Sorry.
Push them, guys. Push them. They're looking in Delta 4. Push.
We're experiencing some losses. Don't get sloppy out there.
Juliet, Juliet, Marauders. Hurt. Left leg, left leg. Hotel, hotel, hotel.
New target acquired.
You can shoot Juliet. Shoot him in the left leg.
Critical damage. Right arm
Target
destroyed.
spotted.
Medium pulse laser destroyed.
Sorry about that. I is back. I assume we won handily.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah. We won with the overwhelming amount of firepower that never showed up.
You're a liar.
Gee, how could you tell?
All right, ready to back up. First, the simulator pod shot backward, then began twisting slightly to the right. When the missiles hit, it whipped hard to the left. Little tremors coming up through the command couch felt exactly like the heavy footfalls of a mech fighting to stay up. Lisa threw herself forward against the restraining straps, then pushed off against the left arm of the command couch to twist her body to the right. The neural helmet she wore translated her moves and sense of balance into the computer commands the Quick Draw's control unit could understand. The computer shunted energy from the fusion engine to power converters. From there, electrical impulses contracted and relaxed the various myomer fiber bundles that served the mech as muscles. Limbs shifted, feet dug in, and the mech remained upright, despite being the target of an assault that would have utterly razed a city block. Lisa's lasers burned back at the Wolverine. The first slashed a molten scar down the mech's breastbone, burning a path through the colorful blue and silver marking the Lancers used to decorate their mechs. The second struck the mech's head, vaporizing several layers of armor. The computer controlling the simulation made the armor gush down in steaming sheets over the mech's shoulders. Another headshot, and he could go down hard like that Crusader did. Before Lisa had a chance to line up more shots, another ComGuard mech stepped between her quick draw and the Wolverine. She watched the Wolverine pilot making an effort to withdraw as the smoke cleared, and he identified the mech shielding her. Presenter Victor Codis's Hunchback had been designed especially for just this kind of close-in brawling. The boxy autocannon on its right shoulder vomited a gout of fire, the mech twisting with the recoil. The stream of depleted uranium shells it fired devoured the remaining armor over the Wolverine's center torso, opening a gaping wound that revealed the ferro-titanium structural supports that were the mech's skeleton. As the Hunchback's left arm pulse laser melted armor on the left side of the Wolverine's torso, Lisa waited for the mech to go down. That much damage almost always sends a mech to the ground. The Wolverine stayed on its feet. It even fired back. 4 SRMs hammered the Hunchback, one missile hitting the mech in the head, and the remaining trio shattering armor on the left arm. The autocannon clicked over into rapid-fire mode, doubling the number of shots, and sawing through half the armor on the Hunchback's left leg. The Wolverine's pulse laser bubbled armor off the Hunchback's chest and, to Lisa's horror, sent the smaller mech to the ground. Her laser shot out and hit the Wolverine in the left leg and in the chest. The leg hit vaporizing previously pristine armor. The coruscating beam that pierced the chest bored straight through the gap in the armor created by the Hunchback. Though scarlet light glowed in the dark interior of the Wolverine's chest, she couldn't see what she'd hit. Then, smoke burst from the mech's chest and it staggered. The Wolverine pilot tried to take a half step backward, but the machine moved with none of the strength or grace it had previously shown. A convulsion shook it. Then it stumbled backward, suddenly sitting down hard like a stunned child in the middle of some rough play. Then the mech flopped onto its back, and a smoky shroud closed over it. Yes. The smoky shroud hit.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
Override engaged.
All warriors on the surface, your task is to wipe away all hostiles. Show no mercy.
Let's stay off the 4 line, but go up to the 3 line.
Affirmative.
I like that. If you want to go left, let's go left. We gotta go left.
Yes, the 3 line and the 2 line.
Negative.
I'm in a scorch. Scorch.
Target spotted.
Target acquired.
You seeing anything?
Got one light Echo 4 ramp. I couldn't lock them up though. Oh, got something here. Echo 3. Medium-ish.
Thanks.
Maybe heavy.
Target spotted.
New target acquired.
Target spotted.
New target acquired.
Target spotted.
Target destroyed. Warning incoming missile. New target acquired.
Target spotted.
That assassin showed up in a bad place for him to be.
Spotted. Target spotted.
Looks like there's a Cyclops not too far ahead of us.
Target spotted.
New target acquired.
Target spotted.
Yeah, he's on the outside. At least one of them is.
Affirmative. Target
It's an
spotted.
Atlas. I'm going to head up and see if I can't get around on him.
It's Delta I'm worried about. Direction, make that Fox. Fox danger close to me.
Target spotted.
I steer aware.
Affirmative.
Killing Deuce.
Oh, sorry, Awesome.
Target spotted.
I was much more made for brawling than you were.
Acquired.
Stay frosty. Target spotted. Target spotted. Target spotted. Thanks.
Damn it.
Target spotted.
Destroyed.
75%.
New target acquired.
Target spotted.
Critical damage.
Julia, Dreadnought.
Target spotted.
New target acquired. Target destroyed. Target acquired. Target destroyed.
Target spotted.
See, the 2 and the 3 lines are fun to play on, aren't they?
I was having fun. And we're not losing. When you go left, it forces brawl. And the brawls are always kill for kill.
Target acquired. Target destroyed. New target acquired.
In fact, half our team didn't go that way, and they're all dead.
It's almost like I sometimes know what I'm talking about. Five killing blows, 5 kill assists, 2 solos, 4 KMDDs, 975 points of damage. That was fun. I liked that one. I haven't brought up my Scorch in a long time. Scorch. I just needed a good brawly mech for a minute. And the Scorch is a good brawly mech. Gyro hit. Lisa nodded as her secondary monitor informed her that her guess was correct. In front of her, the hunchback climbed back to its feet. Thanks for the save, Codis. Likewise, presenter. With you at the head, we're able to hold our own against these lancers. Right. Let's continue. Roger. Codis's hunchback moved forward. Lisa waited a moment before following him. In her mind, she replayed the way the Wolverine had remained upright after the hunchback laid it open, and compared that with her weathering the earlier assault by the Wolverine. She knew full well that she should have gone down, but only plenty of experience and even more luck had kept her mech on its feet. Lisa sighed. Evelina Haskell said she accepted the contract on Terra because she wanted time to train up the new troops she'd recruited. If the rest of her recruits are as good as that Wolverine pilot, I've got the solution to the mystery of why my people are doing so poorly. But that solution brings up another mystery. Where's she doing her recruiting? Evelina, if you've got some source for naturally talented pilots, I'd like to know where it is. Lisa stepped her quick draw forward. With people like yours on our side, the clans will never get any closer to Terra than we decide to let them. Zoneron!
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
Override engaged.
I'm happy for you.
Yes, it is.
It's usually a good idea to go left on this map, guys. If you want to hold left hand side.
I like the left.
Careful, Bravo rocket launchers. Kill him quick.
Target destroyed.
What a loser.
New target acquired. New target acquired.
Target spotted. Target spotted.
New target acquired.
Target spotted. Target spotted.
Me.
Target spotted.
New target acquired. New target acquired.
Target spotted. Affirmative. Target spotted.
Pushing left.
New target acquired.
Need assistance.
New target.
Foul.
Target spotted.
Target destroyed. New target acquired.
Bull shark.
Target spotted. Target spotted.
Target destroyed. New target acquired.
Target spotted.
New target acquired. Center torso critical damage. Left arm destroyed. SRM ammo.
Oh, well, there were no my SRMs.
SRM destroyed. AMS ammo destroyed. Heatsink destroyed.
But we win.
Destroyed.
Warriors, you have taken the target. We are victorious in battle.
We win. Good job, Vega.
Yeah, right.
You martyred yourself for the cause.
I mean, I got some damage in, but I have not yet found the.
Hey, son.
Not sure what I need to play to.
Yeah, I did horrible damage on that one. It was too much of a distance fight on that one, and I was a very close range mech.
Yeah, I got too close and I should have been farther away.
Ow.
I think. Oh, hey, Matt finally joined us.
Still not in Discord, but
Yeah, it takes him a while for that part.
Yeah, not having your Gauss charge going. Yeah, that tends to present an issue there. Let's see. Oh, actually, you know what? I'm gonna go with this. Yeah, Hellbringer Prime. Yeah, you definitely got it down though because you started poking me really well with that Timberwolf there at the end.
The problem was
what?
I had the stream on, so you started repeating yourself. I got it down a little. It was a problem because I have Hag 50, so I have a 30 and a 20, and the cooldowns weren't lining up.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a problem trying to not shoot 10 pellets in a row. And
yeah, I get you. I have that on some of mine as well, where they're not, because they don't sync up exactly, and so you're sitting there and you're listening to them cycle at different times, and sometimes they're hitting the same, sometimes they're not. Hey, Matt. How's your face?
To launch the Discord.
But overall, I mean, I think we did a pretty decent left-handed push there, so. Sometimes it just happens that way. But now I have brought myself some hags. Oh yeah, I get you there. Ugh. So Matt, 3 days in a row? Does your Mech Warrior program know what's going on?
No, it does not. It's going to be even more confused when I show up most of next week because I'm on day shift next week.
Yeah. It's like, we don't understand.
That's what it was. I just did a faction drop up against GNX and we actually beat them.
Well, that's good.
Domination on Polar. I figured they were just playing with their food for the first couple of rounds, as they do. But we actually beat them on time and kills.
Override engaged. Oh, I didn't bring the hags. That's right. I switched to my Highland or my Hellbringer, which is all laser vomit. But I think we're finally not in a tier 1 match.
I've joined and brought the team down.
Don't bring me down, Matt. Don't bring me down, Matt.
Missiles.
Yeah, somebody already firing all the way from the back of, like, F6.
There's someone over in F5.
Target acquired.
Target spotted.
Several someones.
New target acquired.
It's a Highlander.
There's 2 assault mechs over there. King Crab.
Stop, already jumped.
New target acquired.
And somebody firing from across the way at me.
Target spotted.
Oh no, they destroyed my arm that had nothing in it.
Target spotted.
New target acquired. New target acquired.
Why is somebody gonna go stand right up on top of the guy so nobody else can fire at him?
Looking for help, Delta 4.
Target acquired. New target acquired.
Copy. Echo 4.
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
Target spotted. Target spotted.
New target acquired. Right torso critical damage. New target acquired.
Cougar's gonna wait for reinforcements and then come back.
New target acquired.
25%. Do not let the enemy keep it up.
Heatsink destroyed. New target acquired. Torso destroyed.
Halfway there.
Yeah, this match was a load of crap.
Heat level critical.
I can't believe how little I did for damage. I burned alpha strikes into the back of some of these people, and they just took it. It didn't even burn through their armor. Which is pretty amazing because it was 2 ER large lasers and 5 mediums. How does that not burn through somebody's back armor?
I got one of the only kills.
Yay! Then our squad wins. That's the name of the game.
We only got 2 kills and I got one of them. Somebody's team should be ashamed.
I'm pretty sure it's our team. Chapter 16. Tharkad City. Tharkad. District of Donegal. Lyran Alliance. 3 February 3058. Tormano Liao had trouble deciding if anger or fear was a predominant emotion in General Nandi Steiner's voice. Whatever it was, it only came through in tiny bits. She seemed to have the same steel-willed control over her emotions that her sister, the original Katrina, had always shown. "I'm afraid," he told her calmly, "that Archon Katrina is unavailable and has requested no interruptions. Whatever you would say to her, you can say to me." "Oh, I have every intention of saying it to you, Mendrin Liao." The general's gray eyes narrowed suspiciously as her gaze darted around the White Office. "I think I prefer the way this office used to be." Tormano opened his arms. "We all prefer things of the past to those of the future, until we become used to them. What brings you here, General?" "Trouble. Big trouble." Nandi Steiner crossed to where a wide-screen holovid sat in the corner of the room and fed a disc into it. "This came priority and encrypted with our most secret codes. It will take Comstar the better part of a month to crack it, if they can. Please, start it up." Tormano plucked the remote control from Katrina's desk, marveling at how she'd managed to have it and the viewer itself cast in white plastic, and brought the viewer to life with the punch of a button. A field of gray static sank beneath a wall of black. Color slowly bled into the picture, but the scene had obviously been shot at night. The only light came from the retro rockets being fired by 4 huge Overlord-class dropships. The ovoid ships settled gently to the ground. Then their mech bay doors opened and battle mechs began to pour out of them. Override engaged.
Override engaged.
Negative. Sorry. Thanks. Affirmative.
6 medium pulse lasers.
4 medium pulse, 1 LBX-10, and 15 rocket launcher.
So rocket launcher 15 or 15 rocket launchers? I just want to make sure that I'm clear.
Rocket launcher 15, just to surprise anyone who gets up close and personal.
I'd have been really impressed if it was 15 rocket launchers. And I would have had to ask what the hell you managed to put that on.
Times.
It is 15 rocket launchers. They each fire 1 rocket.
Well,
Pew, 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 pew,
That was
pew,
one on the
pew.
bridge.
Got like
Three mechs in the basement already.
Left arm destroyed.
stay in the basement.
Left torso
Basement blowers.
critical damage. Fuel at 25%. Fuel at
Another one
0%.
dropping down.
Target acquired. Left torso destroyed.
I've already lost a torso.
Are they pushing out that way?
Destroyed. Heat sink destroyed. Right torso critical
Oh.
damage.
3 pushing out, Delta 4, Delta 5, and I'm dead. Jesus Christ. This is...
Yeah.
It's just one of those fucking nights for me tonight. God damn.
Sleep on it.
Oh, I lost a leg.
Going back up.
Oy.
Acquired.
Maybe above.
Left door.
Good,
I hate
yeah.
when you fall down and you don't mean
New
to.
target
You're right in the
acquired.
middle of them all.
Target destroyed. New target acquired.
Counter push. Not down that bad.
New target acquired.
And that's why I so like to have things that have a speed maneuverability, because speed maneuverability I would have been able to get out of there, but
Push Juliet.
I had absolutely no ability to do so
Acquired.
because I had not nearly enough speed to get away from them. So the 3 mechs just swarmed me and just immediately destroyed me.
Hey there, Laughing Bear.
Hola.
Don't you hola me.
New target acquired.
Annyeonghaseyo. How's that?
Ni hao.
Annyeonghaseyo.
No, I want to know how your knee is. I said ni hao. Come on.
Knee hurts.
Juliet.
There's the right answer. It's ni hao, knee pain.
New target acquired.
Yeah, it's called arthritis. I don't know why they're blaming Arthur, but fucker needs to quit it.
Well, I'm glad to see you here tonight, Bear.
New target.
Vega is very happy to see you here tonight.
Yeah, I just been getting my ass handed to me tonight.
Right torso, Bravo, middle.
Yeah, I believe I might be getting my ass handed to me worse than you have been tonight, Vega.
Heat level critical.
I'll say it's been pretty equal
New
between the
target
two of us.
acquired.
So,
I've only
Zion-
gotten one green
Left arm
arrow.
critical damage.
Zonaron stopped in and said hello. He's not in our group.
Down.
Oh, okay.
Right
Yeah,
arm
we dropped into HPG and I was dead within a minute and a half of us dropping.
target acquired.
Kilo if you can.
I don't know how good I'm going to be tonight. I don't expect to be that well, but I'm here.
It's okay. We're just here to have fun.
New target.
That's all we do.
Yeah, it says Delta corner.
Next
They're queuing up for Delta 5 corner. Heads up.
That's all I
That's
want.
all they really want. Some blood.
Acquired.
I don't know, I see it in metal straps laying everywhere.
Acquired. Target destroyed. Left arm destroyed.
Something on the wall,
Heat
Echo 6.
sink destroyed.
Watch lasers up there.
I can't do it with just an LTPC.
What do you see?
Echo 5, South Santos, mid-level.
I'm
Around the
coming out.
corner.
Move.
Move toward the mid.
New target acquired. Target destroyed. New target acquired.
Last two.
Well, we're going to win this one. I'm going to get arrows down.
My back.
I mean, if I could have, quadruple arrows down, I'm pretty sure I would have gotten it out of this one.
We held the zone for 25%.
I did, 80 points of damage, took 300 and something in a minute and a half of fighting.
Halfway there.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
Warriors, you have taken
Nice.
the target. We are victorious in battle.
Don't ask 'em to dinner or breakfast or brunch, 'cause girls, they wanna have lunch. Oh, I did 73 and took 376. I see.
Oh, I took 376 as well. But I did 392, so.
Light Max. All right. Let's see, what light mech should I play? Do, 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 do. Let's play this. All right, readied up. The camera panned upward and focused on the insignia splashed across the side of the ship. It depicted a green bird bearing a katana. Tormano felt his insides tighten. Jade falcons. He looked over at Nandi. Where? This holovid came from Engadine. The 22nd Sky Rangers are defending the world, but they're one of the units we've been using to house misfits and miscreants, so I don't expect much from them. The 9th Lyran regulars are on Main Street, which is only one jump away, and I'll move them over to help the Falcons. Tormano moment. Battle mechs. That gave the Jade Falcons a force strength of, at the most, 144. The 22nd Sky Rangers Regiment would have an operational strength of approximately 120 mechs, but they had older equipment, making them roughly half as combat-worthy as the average clanner. The 22nd Sky Rangers are dead. Might not sending in the 9th Lyrans be seen as throwing good troops after bad? Nandi Steiner thought a moment before nodding. It might, but we've got to make a strong response to this aggression. Clan jump ships and drop ships have shown up at